Tangier sits at the edge of two continents and two seas. Across the water, you can see Spain, just 14 kilometers away. But what makes this city remarkable isn't the geography, it's what that geography has drawn here, across 2,500 years. Today, we'll revisit three stories that could only have happened in Tangier. 14 kilometers west of the city, the Atlantic breaks against the northwesternmost tip of Africa at Cape Spartel. Here, cut into the limestone cliff, are the Caves of Hercules, and their most famous feature is a sea-facing opening eroded by a millennia of waves into the near-perfect outline of the African continent. Ancient writers tell us that Hercules himself rested in these chambers before his 11th labor, retrieving the golden apples of immortality. The cave walls, if you look carefully, still carry the circular indentations left by the Berber workers who quarried millstones here for centuries after our hero had moved on. Let's come back into the city. At the edge of the Marshan cliff, with a cascade of terraced levels dropping toward the strait, Café Hafa opened in 1921. Its founder, a young man named Mohamed Alouch, wanted somewhere for the locals of his neighborhood to gather. What he built instead was one of the great cafes of the 20th century. Paul Bowles came and never really left Tangier. William Burroughs came and wrote much of Naked Lunch a short walk away at the Hotel El Muniria. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles would soon follow. They all sat at these same little tables, watching cargo ships pass by. The cafe has changed almost nothing. You can still sit in the same chairs and drink the same tea and look at the same stretch of water. Time has stood still here. And then there is this, a rambling, Moorish-style building in the southern corner of the Old Medina, tucked into a street called Rue d'Amérique. It is the Tangier American Legation, and it is the only US National Historic Landmark on foreign soil. In 1777, before France had committed, before most of Europe had decided, Morocco became the first country in the world to recognize the independence of the United States. Sultan Mohammed III issued a proclamation welcoming American ships into his ports. The 1786 Treaty of Friendship that followed has never been broken. It is the longest unbroken treaty in American history. And in 1821, the Sultan gifted this building to the young republic as a diplomatic home. Today it is a museum, a research library and a cultural center. Myth, music and diplomacy. In Tangier, they've always kept rather good company, and there is so much more of this city to come. If you're enjoying this journey, a like will help more people find it.